Okay, today we're working on 5.3, and this assignment is pretty simple. So the first question says the graph of a function f is shown, find f of 0. So the name of the function, oh, sorry, hang on a second. I gotta push the right buttons. The name of the function is f, okay? And we write that as f of x, okay? So this is the x-axis portion of the function, and then this is the y-axis portion. So the inside is the x, and the outside is the y. If you can remember that, today's going to be really easy. So this is asking if the x portion is 0, what does the y portion equal? So we go to the x-axis, and we find where on the graph does x equal 0. So the x is 0 and the y is -4, so the answer is -4. We're going to do that and then the opposite. But do you guys understand how it's saying if I tell you 0, the function tells us what? -4. Okay, let me do another one. Let's do number 6. Okay, number 6 says x is -1, so I go over to -1 on the x-axis, and the y value is -2. Okay. Okay, look at this problem. Okay, this asks two questions. The first one is the opposite. It says, when the y value is -4, what is the x value? So y, -4 is right here. What does x equal right there? So it's asking -4 and then what? 0. Do you guys understand that? Okay. Okay, and then this one is saying when x equals 2, what does y equal? So that would be right here. The y value is -2. Now, this can get a little bit tricky. What if I said f of x equals 4? What does x equal? When the y value is 4, what is the x value? Well, it could either be -4 or +4. Do you see how that has two answers? So if I ask this question, there are two correct solutions for that. 4 and -4, and sometimes that happens. Yep, you got to put both of them. Okay. So here, what if I said f of x equals 3? If when f of x is 3, then x is -1. It's talking about this point right here. -1. Okay? What about x equals -2? If x is -2, what is f of x? 0. And then they probably won't do this to you, but what if I said find f of 1? Yeah. Are there any y values in this? Nope. No y value. It's not 0. It just doesn't have an answer. Right, blank. They probably won't do that to you, though. Oh, shoot. You're right. Okay, sorry. Scratch what I just said. I didn't read the instructions. Okay, so this question is actually really easy. This question is saying, what are all of the x's? Are you confused? Okay. So this one, you have to use this funny set of brackets right here. And the domain are all of the x's. So the x's would be -3, comma, -2, comma, -1, comma, 2. That's every x value that shows up. The range, same deal, but we do the y values. So -3, -2, 3, and 0. What's that? Yeah. Okay. All right, a construction crew lengthened a road. It took 30 days. The graph shows the total length of the road. So the total length of the road will be in x's. And versus, oh, nope, sorry. Length of the road is y, and the time is an x. And you can see that on the graph. Okay. So what is the domain of this? It just wants to know how long did they work on the road? What period of time? So they were working on the road from here to here. Okay? So we need to represent all of them. So this is what we do. We started at 0 and we ended at 30. So x is somewhere between 0 and 30. So we need to choose the correct symbols. Less than or equal to. And so x is bigger than 0 and x is less than or equal to 30. So the domain there is everything from 0 to 30. X could be anywhere between 0 and 30. Do 0 and 30 count? Yes. How come? Look at these. They're closed circles. If they were open circles, then we would not put the equal to. Yeah, this is domain. That's how you represent the domain. How would you represent the range? What is the smallest y value? 150. What's the biggest y value? 240. And our y is in between that. What symbols should we use? The same ones. What? You just click the explanation button? Yeah, the little glasses will tell you. Okay. Okay. The last type is pretty simple. Give the y-intercepts and the x-intercepts. So in this case, the x-intercepts are -3 and 1. And the y-intercept is -1. All right? I'm waiting. Oh, continuing. All right. Get to work.